Good morning, beautiful souls. Something has been weighing heavy on my heart, and I just want to say it out loud. This is for the adult children who were raised by parents who were basically kids themselves. First, I want you to hear something clearly. You're allowed to be angry. You're allowed to grieve the childhood you wish you had. You are allowed to unpack the things that hurt you. A lot of us who became parents young didn't know what we were doing. We were still just trying to survive our own lives while raising another human. That doesn't erase the impact that it had on you. I want to share a piece of the story that sometimes gets missed. When many of us were your age, you were already here. Some of you were 7 years old when we were the age that you are now, which means the struggles that you're facing today, figuring out life, work, relationships, identity, money, healing your own wounds, we were doing all of that too, with a child or children depending on us at the same time. And I want to say something else that might surprise you. If you've made the choice not to have children while you're still figuring your life out, I'm actually really proud of you. That's not failure, that's awareness. That is you taking the time to build a life that feels stable before bringing another human into it. That is something a lot of us didn't have the chance to do. You are already doing something different. You are already breaking cycles in ways that you might not even realize. Two things can exist at the same time. You can still carry wounds from your childhood, and your parents can also have been doing the best they knew how with the tools that they had at the time. Accountability matters, growth matters, and compassion matters too, in both directions. If a parent is willing to listen, take accountability, and grow, that's not nothing. A lot of us don't get that. And to the parents who are trying to own the things that they wish they had done differently, I see you too. I didn't have the manuals back then that I have access to now. We were learning in real time based on what our parents taught us. And maybe healing doesn't come from pretending that nothing happened. Maybe it comes from two generations being honest about the pain and still choosing to meet somewhere in the middle. If you're an adult child working through your childhood, I respect that. If you're a parent trying to grow and do better now, I respect that too. Maybe the real work now is figuring out how we stop passing the hurt forward and start passing understanding instead. And honestly, this whole experience is part of why I started studying things like astrology, numerology, and personal blueprints. Because a lot of us, we're raising kids without ever understanding ourselves first. We didn't understand our patterns. We didn't understand our emotional wiring. We didn't understand what our kids needed because we didn't even understand our own operating systems yet. And one of the things that I wish that I had when I was raising my child was a manual, a way to understand how they were wired, how I was wired, where our strengths were, and where our struggles were going to show up. That's why I started creating what I call personal blueprints. Not to blame parents, not to blame kids, but to help people understand themselves and understand each other so families don't keep repeating the same painful loops. Because sometimes when you finally see how someone is wired, things that felt personal start to suddenly make sense. So, if you are someone who is trying to understand yourself or raising kids and you want a deeper understanding of who they are and how they're built, that is something that I help people with. I create personal blueprints using astrology, numerology, and other systems to help people understand their patterns, their purpose, and the life themes that they're here to work through. Because sometimes the biggest shift doesn't come from blaming ourselves or each other. It comes from finally understanding the design that we've been living inside of the whole time. If that resonates with you, you can check out the links in my channel or just send me a DM. And if this message reaches even one parent and one child who are both hurting right now, maybe the real healing starts the moment both sides realize they were learning life at the same time.